Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's continue the countdown to the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup. What's going on? It's now 87 days, 87 more days to go. Don't say there's time. No time. Before you know it, the World Cup will be here. We need to be ready when it comes. The Super Falcons, they have always featured at the World Cup since its inception in 1991. But the best that they've gone so far was in 1999.
US in 99.
You know, so we've been saying that, look, they conquer Africa. They do so well. But we can't see, now if we're saying they conquer Africa, customers will whisper it. Because other African countries too now, they're beginning to catch up. So it means you must double your hustle.
Certainly. I mean, and that is what the Nigeria Football Federation is trying to do for them, to give them the best of preparation. I think they have not had this kind of better preparation.
I think so too, yeah.
I think that the last time they had this kind of preparation was probably close to, I think, the one of 2003, when Sam Okpodo was the manager, coach of the side. But despite that, maybe they didn't have the right blend, or they had lots of politics that was affecting the team. They didn't win, and in fact, they didn't score any goal at the World Cup in 2003 in the United States of America. But in Nigeria, of course, in USA 99, they did really, really well. Played 4 games, won 2, lost 2. They won their first game. They won it by 2-1. Lost their second game to the United States by 7-1. And the third game against Denmark, they won by 2-0. Then, of course, that epic game against against Brazil, where they were 3-0 down, and they had to come back, winning 3. I mean, they drew 3-3, and of course, that last goal, the golden goal that Brazil scored at the dead of the extra time, making it 4-3. If Nigeria had won that game, it would have been one of the best in history. So hopefully this World Cup will be able to do better than that time.
That's the expectation. And that's why the Nigeria Football Federation are getting the team ready, are putting them in the right frame of mind so that they can go to France and impress. Let's go to this quick break. When we come back, we'll find out what's going on with teams that are getting ready for the World Cup. Don't go anywhere, stay with us. Welcome back to Sports Tonight in your award-winning sports-loving Channels Television. What are you talking about in our world of sports? We have big games going on in the UEFA Champions League. Juve, they lost the first leg at Atletico Madrid by 2-0. They must fight to stay relevant in that competition. It's not going to be easy for them because Atletico Madrid, they will do all they can to defend that 2-goal advantage from the first leg. And of Manchester City, also, they are taking on Schalke 04. It's still the same from those two centers, but I know we'll see goals. I know. Now, there's no way tonight. Schalke needs to prove a point. Juve also needs to prove a point, so we're definitely going to see goals in those matches. It's the UEFA Champions League. We're monitoring it. And as those goals come, we will tell you about them. Let's continue where we stopped as regards women's football. I told you that the Super Falcons, they are getting ready. Cosmo says he hasn't seen a better preparation towards the World Cup with like what we're seeing now. And I agree with him. And it's in a bid to ensure that the girls are in good condition, that they are in the right frame of mind, and they're ready when the World Cup comes. June the 7th till July the 7th in France. The FIFA Women's World Cup will go down. And Nike, they have unveiled the new jerseys, the new jersey designs that players from international football teams will wear at the upcoming 2019 Women's World Cup at a fashion show in Paris. Look, when we do this for women's football, it's beautiful, customers, because we're letting people know that, yes, women's football can. I see that Nigerian jersey right there. Is
that Chikwelu?
Yeah, Chikwelu.
That's Chikwelu, Rita Chikwelu.
Right there. So
there's another Nigerian there. Desire Paranoze is there as well. Wow, this is nice. This is awesome. You know, this is awesome. In Paris, and the players are the ones that actually unveiled this, and these are the jersey that Nigeria will be wearing. Yes, same jersey that the senior national team wore at the World Cup last year. These are jersey. Now, we do not know which one is. I think it's the ones that we know is home and the way that is going to be there. So I think it's a good. I mean, I think probably this is the first time Nike will do this kind of a thing that I am seeing. I mean, maybe because it's women, so they need to do a fashion show.
Well, yeah. But sometimes, for the men, the different states, football federation, just do their thing.
Just do their thing. But this one, they did the unveiling, and this is very beautiful. And Paris, the home of fashion in the world. I mean, this is beautiful. This is one of the countries at the Women's World Cup, and you are seeing the colors of each of the countries, and this is awesome. This is nice.
Let our viewers also know that 24 teams will feature at the Women's World Cup, and Nike will be dressing 14 of those teams. So 14 are teams at the World Cup will wear. I was going to say that white babe was wearing the Nigerian jersey. Similar colors, but the Super Falcons, the jerseys that we have now, that green and the multicolored green, it's pretty good, and it's distinct. The moment you see it, you just know that,
you just know it, and it's distinct. I mean, you have two Nigerian players there. The captain of the side, Richard Chikwelu, is putting on the away jersey, the all green, and of course, Desire Okparanos is putting on the home jersey. You just saw it right there. So the two Nigerians are there, and it's awesome that they are being represented. I mean, Nigeria is being represented in this, and it's a good one. It's actually a good one. With this jerseys win the Fashion World Cup like it did at Russia. Something I do not know, but hopefully it will not be like Russia where we won the Fashion World Cup without winning the World Cup.
It was the most talked about.
That's why I said it was. I mean, Rita Chikeli is looking beautiful in this. I mean, you can see Desire Okparanos at the other side too, looking glim too.
I like these guys. It just reminds, it puts it in front that the World Cup is here. So with all of these activities, the girls have been to China. They came by, went to Cyprus. Now, Rita Chikelu and Desire Okparanos, they are in France, you know, for this event, saying, look, all of these things would remind them that, look, the World Cup is coming thick and fast, and they need to do everything that they can do to make sure that they give the country a good representation. So shout out to the ladies as they prepare for the Women's World Cup. Let's talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League now. Rescheduled match between Lobby Stars Football Club of Makurdi and MFM Football Club of Lagos. Lobby, they've been busy in the continent, so they didn't get to play some of the games. This rescheduled game is one that should get us talking. MFM, they are already right there in Makurdi. Cosmos, what's the expectation for this one?
Lobby Stars should start winning games to see whether they can get back, because they have lots of rescheduled games, to see whether they can get back to that point where they'll play for a continental championship again. Mathematically, they are out of this season's Champions League. Mathematically. I mean, anything can still happen, but yeah. It's just the way it is. So they need to start winning matches, getting their confidence back, and trying as much as possible to see if they can be able to rake in points.
I agree. We'll talk more about this one, but walk with me. Let's go to Italy. What's going on there? Cristiano Ronaldo, when he wants to score, he will score, and he has done that for Juve, Cosmos.
And that's the thing, and that is why I was saying that Juventus has an edge, because they have a Cristiano Ronaldo who knows how not to give up. Get me? He knows how not to give up. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is the kind of person that, despite everything, he would not give up. And that is even one of the reasons for the team's manager, Allegri, to rest several of the players. In fact, pretty much all of, apart from the goalkeeper, all of the first-team players, or some of the first-team players, in that game against Udinese that they won very comfortably, and Cristiano Ronaldo have shown it. He knows how to score against Atletico Madrid, and he has done it as well in Turin. So I don't know, will this be like what happened last week, or probably last year or last season when Roma did the same thing? I mean, Roma almost did it back to back. Something we do not know, but let's just see how it goes. There's still a long time to play. It's still in the first half.
For them to win, as Juve,
I think it should be in the 30 minutes mark right now. And hopefully, I'm sure we're going to have a very beautiful game. It's not going to be a cagey one.
I know it's going to be a fight. Yeah, you will. I don't know about Schalke 04, but hey, what do I know? Each time I try to act like I know football, football says, shut up. You don't know me. You can't talk about me. Because what we saw, Ajax, they went to the bottom. They caused a lot of problems. They didn't just beat Real Madrid. They defeated Real Madrid in style, without stress.
And they showed that Real Madrid have lots of crack within, lots of problems within.
And I said, bring all the football pundits, all these people that see visions, the seers, and what. And nobody will see that result.
Well, nobody would have seen that result, but they would probably have seen.
No, you would have said Ajax.
We say Ajax might qualify, but not with that result. You know, lots of background stories from Ramos to President Fiorentina Perez, from Marcelo not playing regularly to everything.
It's the Champions League, and that's why we love it, and that's why I told you that we're going to see goals. And just in case you're saying, I said it, that Ajax will qualify and beat Real Madrid. Did you know that Manchester United will go to the Parc des Princes? And they were losing the first leg, 2 goals to nothing. 10 regular players out. And PSG couldn't beat Manchester United.
And it ended 3-1.
You can't tell me, you can't tell me, you know. If you guess the result, is okay. But that you say confidently that this team will leave Manchester and go to Paris and then do that. No.
I mean, it has not happened. It has not happened. The last time it happened was even when before the competition became Champions League. It hasn't happened for a team to have a 2-goal deficit and go away.
The home team.
And go away and beat the home team. That's why I said the team had a 2-goal deficit in their home and went away and won. And qualified.
Shout out to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the Manchester United team that showed us once again that impossible is nothing. And we're saying that right here in our world of sports. So beautiful. Let's see if Juve can also tell us a beautiful story. It's difficult to say whether or not Schalke 04 would do the same, but hey, let the best team win. We're just here to talk about it. We will not stop talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League. I want to talk about that before we go to Real Madrid to talk more. MFM, Cosmos, they're on top of the Group A table. They've shown us signs this season. With the time we say, oh, they don't win away, they don't win away. But I think they've gotten away wins this season.
They've gotten more than a couple of away wins.
It's beautiful. So do you think that will motivate them against Lobby Stars?
I think it is already motivating them. The fact that the eye of the world is now on the Nigeria Professional Football League, especially away games. The myth out there is that away matches, the home side have lots of advantage, referees and everything. And at the beginning of the season, I see it as a blessing in disguise. What happened in Remo? What happened in Jos first, and later in Remo? Because now the eyes of the world are now saying that, okay, yes. And people are now saying that, okay, we can actually go away and win matches.
Fans said, what's your problem? For instance, when Plateau United did what they did.
Exactly.
So you didn't lose and you caused trouble. We will start looking at home teams.
You get, and it has opened lots of things. MFM have been able to go away,
empower the away teams,
and win some very nice matches. I mean, go round 2. I've been able to go away to win matches as well. Kansas City the last time out won away as well. Abia Warriors as well. Ifeanyi Ubah even the best beneficiary of this. In fact, for their first 5 games, they didn't lose 5-6 games. They didn't lose any match at all. Some of them, they got points, valuable points away as well. So it shows that anything can happen in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Now, MFM can as well get there and get it. But then they're going to be playing against a wounded Lobby Stars. A wounded Lobby Stars that have seen that their chances at the CAF Champions League are all but over and want to get their season back in track, especially to say that, yes, we are the Champions League this season. We're going to be there as well next season. And they want to make sure that they win games. So it's going to be a very interesting one. And this is where I come in, the fact that I'm so disappointed with the LMC that our matches are not on television. This is a potential pay-per-view game. I mean, it's just like the game some seasons ago where MFM hosted Rangers at the Agege Stadium, and you see that Sikiri Olatubosun goes, and for weeks, it went everywhere. It was
the Michael Anu goal this season is a beauty. I love it.
And we have seen better goals this season better goals than Sikiri Olatunbosun's goal. Way better. And because they're not on television, nobody gives any care about it.
No, we'll still talk about it. That's what we can do. I remember it's an abridged season that we're having. But our producer, if we've got some time, would like to see that MFM's last home game, the beauty of a goal that Michael or Anu scored. That's what the media can do.
Yeah.
We can promote our own football, and we love it. But you have a point. Sikiri Olatunbosun's goal went far
viral
wide because it was on TV, and a lot of persons had the opportunity to also put it on social media.
We have seen tens of better goals than that, but because these matches are not on television, and that is why I'm saying that the worst disservice that the LMC, whoever, I don't want to know if the LMC, the NFF, whoever has made sure that football is not on television is the fact that this match is not on television. This game tomorrow would have been one of the best.
And I get you, customers. And it's difficult when the persons that are in places of authority don't just rise up to these things. TV is very, very germane.
I mean, these guys.
Look, but customers, we need to start seeing it as business, as serious
and
business.
That is what I'm saying. And that's what I want to say, that these guys, all of them, went to Spain. They went to Spain and they saw how things are being done then. On the bounds of the partnership that the LMC has with La Liga. That they went to Spain, they saw how things are being done. And, you know, the fact that the TV network is a big advantage when it comes to La Liga. And they came back a year later. TV is out. I mean, the games are out of television. It's so appalling. It's so annoying. And if not because of visuals like this by TV networks like Channels Television, we won't be seeing these games. Now, imagine if this game was live. This game was live. The goal here was massive. I saw the video of the goal and it's awesome. I mean, trust me, viewers are going to see this goal and you would think, let me say it in our Pigeon Palace, Olatunbo should they learn. When it comes to these goals.
It just tells you that we've got the talent everywhere. The league, I believe, is getting better, but for the crisis that struck before the World Cup.
The beauty of the league, the best advertisement for the league is when the league is on television.
I mean, even if it can't be on TV, they can put in place some live streaming or something. It cannot just be just blank, like no one is talking about it, you know, and all of that. But what it is what it is.
I mean, it is what it is.
We love what we're seeing in the league, and we will continue to do what we can do on our own part. The fact that we could, and this is also a stunner of a goal. This is a stunner of a goal.
I mean, look at goals like this.
Cabre. And is in good form also. So,
yes, exactly.
This is the only way we can even project our players, let the world see them, talk about them. Sikiri Olatunbosun, as we said, became a worldwide, name.
Exactly, because of that goal.
I don't need Cabre right there. Now look at this goal scored by Michael Ohan.
Yes.
Anywhere, anytime, any day.
I mean, look at this goal.
The beauty.
Look at this goal. Same day, Sadio Mane scored almost this kind of goal.
Everybody was talking about
it. And somebody scored it in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Same day, Sadio Mane scored this same goal for Liverpool. You get. Now, it just reminds me of the goal that Kanu Nwankwo scored against Middlesbrough years ago.
Beckham, years ago. As I said, Lionel Messi scores this, we talk about it too.
And because this game is not on television, nobody, I mean, this is a good goal. A very good goal. Now, I
get you. So I just wanted us to see that once again. Let the viewers know that there's still hope. We've got the talent in the league. We'll continue to talk about it tomorrow. Rescheduled game is between Lobby Stars and MFM. We want to see the best of Nigerian League football, and we'll come back to talk about it. Updates. Let's go. Look at it right there. It's a rush. Manchester City, you want to say good night to that game?
Yeah. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Church has closed.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just it.
So it was in a space of 3 minutes.
Exactly.
Sergio Aguero just got a brace right there. So you just said, look, in case Schalke came here with any hope, let's just destroy it before halftime. I mean, this is.
Yeah. I knew this was going to happen. I mean, Schalke are not really doing well in the Bundesliga. I think they are the second half of the
and you wonder
table.
when a team is struggling and you meet a team as Manchester City and you're leading, if it ends 2-1, it's even decent. Just protect your goal, you know, but it didn't happen for them.
But then, so 5-2 on aggregate. Let's say, well, football is a biscuit anyway. Anything can still happen.
Okay.
Let's say it goes.
That's it. Updates that you can use: Manchester City 2, Schalke 0-4-0. First goal was scored by Sergio Aguero from the penalty spot, and then 3 minutes later, he made it 2 for Manchester City, securing his brace and putting the nail further into the coffin of Schalke 0-4. The game between Juve and Atletico Madrid is still 1-0. Cristiano Ronaldo with a goal. The match is in its 40th minute. Juve need to score 2 more goals. Yes, they need to score 2 more goals if they're to advance to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. Let's go to Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane. He says he's back and he's happy to be back as he addressed journalists during the presentation as the new Real Madrid's coach. Look, Zizou, customers, he did everything he could for this team. I don't know why they let him go. You'd have just kept this sort of manager, and then it was when he left that everything started crumbling.
Well, he decided to leave. He decided to leave because, you know, some people say because he has seen it. So I doubt that. I doubt that. Because he hadn't won the La Liga. He had not won the La Liga, so he decided to leave. I mean, the news came out yesterday that he was supposed to come back, and Santiago Solari was supposed to leave. And you know that Real Madrid, in the space of 1 week, we're out of the Champions League, we're out of the Copa del Rey, and of course we know that they're out as well of the La Liga. There's no way they can win the La Liga. There's no way of that, and of course, but the fact that they need to protect their Champions League place, Getafe is coming behind them fast and furious, and they cannot afford to drop points. And with the way Real Madrid is right now, they decided that no, okay, let us bring somebody that knows about the team, that can be able to play, that can be able to take. And this is the first training session today, which it took today. Before their game against Celta Vigo on Saturday. So for me, I just feel that this is a nice game to see, and hopefully this is nice to see.
Zidane is back, and his reappointment is on a 3-year deal, and it follows the club's decision to sack Santiago Solari from the first team following Real Madrid's exit from the Champions League. You should say disappointing, disgraceful exit of Real Madrid from the Champions League. Zidane won an unprecedented 3 consecutive Champions League titles. That's a legend right there. The Spanish Giants, before resigning last year with his replacement, Julen Lopetegui. You know Lopetegui and his story, right? He was sacked in October, and Solari lasting just over 4 months in charge. But the club says Solari will not leave the team, will remain at the club, but he will no longer be linked with the first team. I don't know what that means.
Well, so Solari was actually in the Team B before he was promoted.
So it's okay, Cosmo. We'll come back to that. Let's go on this break. When we come back, what's going on in the UEFA Champions League, we'll tell you more. Don't go anywhere. Stay.